Weeknight.
Good crowd there, and there was good racing. Interesting results. There were 5 favourites won, but there were also a 50 to 1 chance and a 33 to 1 chance got up. And a very big quadrella dividend. Rivoli Jack, long odds on in the first events.
Racing. Joe Louis out wide has gone away okay. Rivoli Jack is looking for the lead. Van Race for the moment holds him out. The Dark Ones gets to third. Rivoli Jack now shaken up on the outside. Heads them all off, working off the back in the first circuit. Van Race is racing second. 4 metres away third, Kunara Meadow. The Dark Ones without cover. Aaron's Idol one out early. Tiger Tarport the inside from Joe Louis. Namrod Park and 6 metres away Help Me Rhonda. Around the turn in the first circuit, Rivoli Jack's in front by 4 metres to Van Race. Kunara Meadow coming one off the fence to be third now, so assisting the Dark Ones for the one-out trail. Tiger Tarport creeping up on the fence to be fourth and 3 back on the rail. Down the straight the first time, followed by Aaron's Idol. Namrod Park on the inside, second last Joe Louis, and 5 metres away Help Me Rhonda. By the winning post, 2 circuits out, and Rivoli Jack is up in front by 4 metres to Van Race. A sulky's length away third, Kunara Meadow, and a metre back on the fence, racing fourth is Tiger Tarport. Namrod Park is 4 back on the inside. The Dark Ones racing 1 out. Aaron's Idol 3 back on the outside, second last Help Me Rhonda, and 2 metres away Joe Louis. It's been an even pace along the back once again inside the lap and 3/4 mark, and Rivoli Jack has been left alone the first circuit by 4 or 5 metres to Van Race on its back, and 2 metres the outside Kunara Meadow without cover. 1 out is the Dark Ones. On the rail is Tiger Tarport. 4 metres to Namrod Park on the inside of Aaron's Idol, second last Joe Louis, and back on the fences Help Me Rhonda. Working off the back at the 1250, and he couldn't have had an easier run, Rivoli Jack. Run to suit by 4 metres to Kunara Meadow. Works up on the outside to be a clear second, putting Van Race in a pocket third. The Dark Ones racing 1 out. Tiger Tarport fifth and 3 back on the fence. Aaron's Idol a running line. Namrod Park is 4 back on the fence. Second last Joe Louis, and ahead back on the fences Help Me Rhonda. At the 950, a circuit to go, and Rivoli Jack is still in control. He's over 4 metres in front of Kunara Meadow, the outside who's worked in the run, and third placing Van Race, enjoying a nice smother. 1 out is the Dark Ones. On the rail is Tiger Tarport. Then Aaron's Idol, followed by Namrod Park and Joe Louis, and 4 metres away last and coming 1 off the fence, and going forward 3 wide as Help Me Rhonda. Along the back in the final circuit at the 700, Rivoli Jack is still 4 metres in front of Kunara Meadow, still keeping Van Race in a pocket. The Dark Ones having a nice trail, 1 out and 4th. Help Me Rhonda out 3 wide, making up a little bit of ground. Tiger Tarport can't get a run from Aaron's Idol, Namrod Park and Joe Louis. Off the back of the 450 though, Rivoli Jack is 3 metres in front. Kunara Meadow trying hard. The main danger, Van Race can't get a run. Help Me Rhonda out 3 wides under pressure. The Dark Ones held up. Tiger Tarport can't get a run, followed by Aaron's Idol, Joe Louis and Namrod Park. Rivoli Jack around the turn of the 250 though. He's 3 metres in front. Kunara Meadow trying hard. Help Me Rhonda running a big race out 3 wide. Van Race still can't get a run. It's about to get clear because Rivoli Jack raced away at the 150. Van Race gets to a clear second. Aaron's Idol, Tiger Tarport making ground, boxing on Kunara Meadow and Help Me Rhonda. But Rivoli Jack bolts in, racing away, scores by 12 metres. Van Race has run second. A metre away third was Tiger Tarport. Then Aaron's Idol from Joe Louis. Help Me Rhonda in behind them from Namrod Park. Back in behind them came Aaron's Idol. Kunara Meadow pulling up quickly, and one of the last in was the Dark Ones.
Winner Rivoli Jack was 9 to 2 on favourite, Van Race 5s and Tiger Tarport 20 to 1. Second event on the card, Walhalla Miss was the favourite, but they did put a lot of money on Shazada.
And away they go. Athelbrett restrained with Kiwi Conference and also Robin Linda. Leave Us Alone being hard driven early, trying to head off Walhalla Miss and also Shahada on the first turn. Kiwi Conference is broken up. Burrow Birch gets to 4th as Shahada holds out Leave Us Alone, who's caught out there 3 wide, and Walhalla Miss now easing and looking for the 1-out trail and getting it 2. In behind them came Festival Summer some 6 metres away. Then Robin Linda, followed by Athelbrett, Kiwi Conference and Euroman. 2 circuits out on the straight, and Shahada in front by 2 metres to Leave Us Alone. Third placing Burrow Birch on the rail, and 4 metres away Walhalla Miss. She did end up with the 1-out trail. Festival Summer on her back in turn. Robin Linda back on the rail. 5 metres to Euroman, third last from Athelbrett, and 4 metres away Kiwi Conference. Well, Leave Us Alone is sitting up without cover. He's easing, he's looking for cover, and a couple back in the field were checked for a stride or 2, and Shahada clear by 4 metres to Burrow Birch inside the lap and 3/4 mark. Robin Linda saving a lot of ground, works up to be third the rail. Ethelbred now fourth and a metre the outside. Leave Us Alone. Walhalla Miss in the running line. Kiwi Conference the inside. Euroman from last now 3 wide going forward and last 4 metres away. Festival Summer halfway along the back once again, and Shahada now quickens up by 5 metres to Barra Birch, enjoying a nice trail. 6 metres away Robin Linda coming one off the fence to be third. Ethelbred now fourth on the inside as Euroman goes forward. In the centre Leave Us Alone, 4 metres to Kiwi Conference. Early in the piece Walhalla Miss, she had the one out trail, she was fourth, she's now second last and 4 metres away Festival Summer. Approaching the turn, 1,000 to go, and Shahada's gone fairly quickly by 4 metres to Barra Birch and Robin Linda the outside. Euroman can't get in, he's posted wide. 3 back on the fence, Ethelbred working up as Leave Us Alone. Then Kiwi Conference the inside. Walhalla Miss is still third last and 4 metres away Festival Summer. By the judges' circuit to go, and Shahada in front after working early by 2 metres to Robin Linda the outside. Euroman working pretty hard out 3 wide. Walhalla Miss saw Festival Summer from last going forward, so he's off on Walhalla Miss on the back of Euroman. Will have to go 4 wide when getting fair dinkum along the back. On the leader's back is Barra Birch in the centre, Leave Us Alone. Ethelbred the inside from Kiwi Conference and Festival Summer. Kiwi Conference put in a few short ones along the back and broke up, and 500 metres out. Shahada held together by 4 metres to Robin Linda trying hard. Euroman's under a lot of pressure. Barra Birch can't get a run. Leave Us Alone held up. Walhalla Miss now pulls to the outside 4 wide, so Festival Summer 5 wide. Then Ethelbred and 15 metres away Kiwi Conference. 250 out on the turn. It's Shahada 3 metres in front. Robin Linda trying hard. Walhalla Miss out 3 wide is making up some ground, but this leader's going okay. Shahada at the top of the straight. Festival Summer out wide from Barra Birch. Then Leave Us Alone, Euroman and Ethelbred at the 150. Shahada 3 metres in front. Robin Linda trying hard. Walhalla Miss is third. Shahada though pulling out plenty, and Shahada is going to lead all the way and defeat Robin Linda. Good go for third. Ethelbred has got third on the line from Walhalla Miss, but Shahada by 4 metres to Robin Linda. Ethelbred's run third, 2 metres away, just in front of Walhalla Miss. Then Festival Summer. Barra Birch in behind them from Kiwi Conference, Leave Us Alone, and Euroman has run last.
And the winner there, Shahada, at 11 to 4. Second, Robin Linda 33s, Ethelbred 10s, and Walhalla Miss the even money favourite. Third race in the card, and the top pick here, Supreme Bromac.
Marcus Aurelius out wide, back about 6 metres. Green light on there racing. Sorcerer's come out galloping. He's come out sideways and flat and craggy. Shy Alto's begun quickly. Heads them off early. From on the outside, Brown Jumper. Cardinal gets the third out of the straight, followed by Hilarious Gift. Supreme Bromac early ends up with a 1-out trail, followed by Jacaba. A break of 10 metres to Marcus Aurelius, followed by Sorcerer. And 20 metres away, Craigie back at the tail. Along the back, and Shy Alto in front. On the outside, Cardinal Way gets to a clear second within 2 metres the mare in front. Third placing Hilarious Gift being covered up by Brown Jumper. 5 metres away Supreme Bromac in the running line, being trailed up by Jacaba. A break of 10 metres to Marcus Aurelius, 6 metres to Sorcerer, and 12 metres away Craigie. Off the back of the 1250 metre turn, and Shy Alto held together by 5 metres to Hilarious Gift on the inside of Cardinal Way without cover. Brown Jumper doing a nicely early 1 out, being trailed up by Supreme Bromac racing 1 off the fence. In turn Jacaba. Marcus Aurelius back on the fence, 6 metres to Sorcerer, and 6 metres away tacking up as Craigie. Around the turn they've got in the first circuit, and Shy Alto's had a nice run the first circuit by 4 metres to Cardinal Way. Sitting up outside Hilarious Gift. Brown Jumper racing fourth, being trailed up by Supreme Bromac. Marcus Aurelius back on the fence, working up as Jacaba. Sorcerer attacking up second last the fence, and 5 metres away Craigie. Out of the straight the final time at the 850. Shy Alto inclined to come away from the rail in the straight just for a stride. 4 metres in front. Cardinal Way on the outsides had no luck. Hilarious Gift on the leader's back has enjoyed a nice trail. So's Brown Jumper the outside. Then Supreme Bromac about to go forward. Back on the fence came Marcus Aurelius, followed by Jacaba second last. Sorcerer third last, and 6 metres away Craigie. At the 550 though, Shy Alto held together by 2 metres. Cardinal Way on the outside trying hard. Supreme Bromac now pulls to the outside 3 wide. Brown Jumper though about to come out in front of him. He does now. Hilarious Gift on the leader's back. 6 metres to Marcus Aurelius. Sorcerer 1 off the fence. Jacaba 3 wide, and 6 metres away Craigie. 250 out on the turn though. He goes for Shy Alto. She's 2 metres in front. Cardinal Way trying hard. Hilarious Gift can't get a run. Brown Jumper 3 wide. Now Supreme Bromac out 4 wide, making ground. At the top of the straight, Shy Alto just in front. Brown Jumper, Cardinal Way have got to her, and Supreme Bromac out wide, and Jacaba late. Brown Jumper went to the lead though. Supreme Bromac on the outside is picking it up with Jacaba the outside. Brown Brown Jumper, though, hanging on, and Brown Jumper has just got in off field from Supreme Bromac. Jacaba's run third. Saucer has been a fair effort from Cardinal Way, Hilarious Gift. Then Craigie from Marcus Aurelius, and last in after leading was Shy Alto.
The winner, Brown Jumper, 50 to 1. Supreme Bromac 5 to 4 on. Third, Jacaba at 9 to 1. Race 4 was a standing start race for paces. The favourite, Garibaldi Knight.
Racing. Hugh Macquarie's gone away quickly. South Africans come out galloping. Lord's Victory scrambling away. Garibaldi Knight fairly away. South African hitting his straps. Works up to be fifth. Valleygown gets to second. Racing out wide off the back as Activist. Splash Dance was slow to begin. He's last. Super Forbes second last. Leave Passes third last. And Uvic is getting to midfield. Around the turn. And up in front around the turn the first time is Hugh Macquarie by 6 metres to Valleygown. Activist racing third without cover. Working up for the one-out trail now is South African. A good piece of driving, and he's about to go forward now. 3 wide he does. Young Robert Jackson on South African in the straight the first time. Hugh Macquarie's in front. South African goes forward the outside to a clear second down the straight the first time. Valleygown racing third. One out now is Activist. 4 metres away, Garibaldi Knight. He's 3 back on the outside. Working up on the inside is Lord's Victory. 2 metres to Windsor Theme. In behind them came Benalong on the rail. Working up as Super Forbes, followed by Uvic and Leave Pass. And Splash Dances back at the tail. Out of the straight the first time, not much pace on, and Super Forbes now from third last is going forward 3 wide. Along the back inside the 1600, Hugh Macquarie quickens up, he's 4 metres in front. Super Forbes dashes up on the outside, works up within a metre of Hugh Macquarie, tried to lead, couldn't do so, he sits up second without cover. Valleygown, she's having a nice run third, 4 metres away, South African fourth, then Activist on the outside of Lord's Victory. Garibaldi Knight, he's had a pretty good run, 4 back on the outside, he's close enough if good enough. They drop anchor once again. Activist and also Garibaldi Knight were checked there for a stride. Benalong back on the rail, followed by Windsor Theme. In behind them, Uvic, followed by Leave Pass, and 5 metres away, Splash Dance with the job ahead. Around the turn of the 950, Hugh Macquarie has been in front from the outset by 3 metres to Super Forbes. Valleygown's at a nice run third. One out of South African being trailed up by Activist on the outside. Lord's Victory back on the fence. Then Garibaldi Knight on the outside of Benalong. Uvic is racing 5 back on the fence, followed by Windsor Theme. Leave Pass is second last and 4 metres away, Splash Dance. Out of the straight the final time in the Ansett Golden Wing Cup, and Hugh Macquarie pinging to an early lead has had a pretty good run by a sulky's length to Super Forbes on the outside, has worked hard. Valleygown, she's had a beautiful run third. 4 metres away, South African fourth on the outside. Lord's Victory back on the fence, followed by Activist. In behind them came Benalong. Garibaldi Knight 4 back on the outside, about to let loose, followed by Windsor Theme. Uvic back on the fence, followed by Leave Pass, and Splash Dancer still last. At the 450 though, Hugh Macquarie 3 metres in front. Super Forbes on the outside's under a lot of pressure. Valleygown can't get a run. South African goes to the outside 3 wide. Garibaldi Knight now pulls to the outside before the turn. He's still 15 metres off Hugh Macquarie. In behind them 4 metres away Uvic, followed by Lord's Victory. 250 out on the turn. Hugh Macquarie just in front. Valleygown, she's out in the clear now and making ground on Hugh Macquarie, followed by Lord's Victory. South African, Garibaldi Knight. Hugh Macquarie 2 metres in front. Can't pick it up. Valleygown. Lord's Victory, the outsider's out after Hugh Macquarie, and making ground as Benalong. Hugh Macquarie, those in front near the line, and Hugh Macquarie's won by 2.5 metres to Lord's Victory. Benalong's run third. Valleygown couldn't go on from the top of the straight. South African closed up. Garibaldi Knight was never doing that much over the last little bit. He made up some ground until 120, then couldn't go on. In behind them, Leave Pass, followed by Uvic and Windsor Theme. Then Splash Dance, he was always last. He's finished third last from Activist, and last in was Super Forbes.
And the winner, Hugh Macquarie, 33 to 1 and paid over 64 to 1 on the tote. Lord's Victory second at 10s and Benalong third at 25s. Big trifecta 2700 odd, and the favourite was Garibaldi Knight at even money. We're going to take this break now, and then we'll be back to have a look at the final races from Moonee Valley.
Monday night on
Valley last night. The 5th race in the card, Parlour Royal was the favourite.
Green light on there racing. Corfu burnt out, leads early from on the outside. Truckee Westerner, Dark Dreamer, Colt Siebers. Parlour Royal settles down 4th early. In behind them, Henry Bruce from Pascanel. Smiley Lad restrained, and second last times run out. Corfu clear, approaching the turn the first time by 6 metres to Truckee Westerner. Third placing, Dark Dreamer on the outside. Truckee Westerner now comes off the fence. He may have a crack at Corfu. In behind them came Parlour Royal, creeping up on the fence to be third. Colt Siebers racing 3 out. Henry Bruce 1 off the the fence, followed by Times for an Out Pascanel, and last is Smiley Lad. Again, he drops on the rail for the trail on Tracky Westerner behind Corfu. In the straight the first time, 2 circuits out. Parlour Royal racing third, Dark Dreamer fourth, 6 metres away, Henry Bruce, followed by Colt Seaver's Times for an Out. They're all racing in Indian file. One off the fence and second last Pascanel, and 2 metres away Smiley Lad. Out of the straight, and Corfu's up in front by 5 metres to Tracky Westerner. Parlour Royal racing third, 4 metres away, Dark Dreamer fourth. Little Henry Bruce coming one off the fence now without cover. Latching on its back in turn is Colt Seavers as they shuffle up, and Pascanel from second last out, 3 wide going forward. On the rail is Smiley Lad second last and 2 metres away, Times for an Out. Off the back of the 1300, it's Corfu by 5 metres to Tracky Westerner. 4 metres away third, Parlour Royal. Then Dark Dreamer fourth as Pascanel goes forward 3 wide. Smiley Lad is saving a lot of ground. He's getting runs right up on the fence, followed by Henry Bruce, then Colt Seavers, and 4 metres away, Times for an Out. Around the turn, a bit more than a circuit to go, and Corfu's had a nice run by 4 metres. Tracky Westerner comes off the fence again to be second. Smiley Lad, he's got rails, runs everywhere, T. Demler. He's come from last. He's sneaking up on the fence. He's racing third. The leader's back. There's a piece of driving. Parlour Royal works up to the 1 out trail. Henry Bruce on the fence. Pascanel out 3 wide, being trailed up by Colt Seavers. Then Dark Dreamer, and 4 metres away, Times for an Out. Out of the straight, the final time. 800 metres to go, and he's run some time, Corfu. He's 4 metres in front. Up on the inside, Smiley Lad, and up on the outside is Tracky Westerner. Then Parlour Royal, every chance, fourth, 2 metres to Henry Bruce. In behind them, Dark Dreamer. Pascanel not doing enough, followed by Times for an Out, and last is Colt Seavers. At the 500 though, Corfu 3 metres in front. On the outside, Tracky Westerner trying hard. Smiley Lad's under pressure third. Parlour Royal about to go, followed by Henry Bruce on the inside of Dark Dreamer. Then Times for an Out, 10 metres to Colt Seavers, and Pascanel broken up. He's out of the race, 250 out on the turn. And Corfu, he's been in front from the outset. He straightens up 2 metres in front. Parlour Royal now pulls to the outside, 3 wide. Tracky Westerner boxing on, then Smiley Lad from Henry Bruce. Parlour Royal out 3 wide is out after Corfu with 150. He bridges the gap, he draws to Corfu. He's doing the better, Parlour Royal. Tracky Westerner gets to second. Corfu can't go on, then Smiley Lad and Henry Bruce. Parlour Royal in front near the line, and Parlour Royal driven out has got home by 1.5 metres to Tracky Westerner. Smiley Lad has run third in a great drive. Then Henry Bruce from Times for an Out. Dark Dreamer in behind them. Corfu knocked up from Colt Seavers, and last in was Pascanel.
The winner, Parlour Royal, 5-4 on favourite. Trunky's Westerner, 2-1, and Smiley Lad at 12-1. Race 6 on the card was for trotters.
Up, completes the line, away they go. Special Dundas has come out galloping. Trunky Doc has galloped out, hasn't lost any ground. Ellis Little Deed began quite well and heads off Vivan over early. Trunky Doc is breaking. Special Dundas out the back. Dancing Rock and North Sea Rover away okay. Dancing Plate begun quickly. Game Ebony was a little bit slow to begin. Special Dundas settles down second last after breaking. And out of its gear also Trunky Doc now with Vivan over approaching the turn the first time, and highly likely gets to a clear second on the back of Ellis Little Deed around the turn. In behind them, Lady Hillary racing third, 4 metres to Well Presented, followed by Cano Joe. Dancing Plate back in behind them, a break of 8 metres to Dancing Rock from Vivan over, North Sea Rover, Game Ebony, Special Dundas, and out the back and breaking Trunky Doc. In the straight in the first circuit, and up in front is Ellis Little Deed by 4 metres to Highly Likely. Third placing Lady Hillary. Cano Joe works up on the outside to be fourth without cover. Well Presented racing 4 back on the fence out of the straight the first time. Dancing Plate works up to the 1 out trail at the expense of Cano Joe. Then Dancing Rock on the back of Dancing Plate, 6 metres to Vivanova. In behind them came North Sea Rover, followed by Special Dundas, a break of 15 metres to Game Ebony, who put in a few short ones and tailed off 150 metres away Trunky Doc. Along the back, halfway along once again, and up in front is Ellis Little Deed, going fairly quickly by a sulky's length to Cano Joe without cover. A metre back on the fence is Highly Likely with a nice trail. Dancing Plate works out 1 out and fourth, 2 metres the inside is Lady Hillary. Well Presented racing solo, 3 back on the outside, being trailed up by Dancing Rock. In behind them came Special Dundas, followed by Vivanova, then North Sea Rover from Game Ebony, and tailed off as Trunky Doc. 1,000 to go around the turn, and Ellis Little Deed in front by 2 metres to Cano Joe on the outside. It's working in the run, third placing Highly Likely, enjoying a nice trail. Then Dancing Plate racing one out. Here's the old bloke now, Dancing Rock. He's letting loose and he's going forward out 3 wide. Lady Hillary back on the fence. In the centre was well presented. Vivanova is out 3 wide, trying to latch onto the back of Dancing Rock. 5 metres away, well presented the centre, followed by North Sea Rover. He's now 3 wide going forward on the back of Vivanova, followed by Special Dundas, Game Bimini and tailed off Trunky Doc. They're racing just about in rows of 3 out of the straight the final time. It's Alice Little Deed by a metre. 2 on the outside, Cano Joe. Dancing Rock out 3 wide. On the leader's back is Highly Likely, going okay, in need of a run. 2 metres to Dancing Plate. Out 3 wide, Vivanova the centre, well presented the rail, Lady Hillary. 4 metres to North Sea Rover, followed by Game Bimini, Special Dundas and tailed off Trunky Doc. Good finish coming up at the 450. Alice Little Deed a metre in front. Cano Joe sticking on, so too is Dancing Rock. Highly Likely going half pace in need of a run. Then Dancing Plate, followed by Lady Hillary. Vivanova well presented. North Sea Rover pulls to the outside from Game Bimini and Special Dundas. 200 out though on the turn. Ella's Little Deed 4 metres in front. Highly Likely's now out in the clear and out after Ella's Little Deed if good enough, followed by Cano Joe. Dancing Rock has broken up. Highly Likely zooms up on the outside, hits the lead with 100 metres to go. Another perfect drive by T. Demler, and Highly Likely, she had the run of the race and she's running away over the last little bit. Highly Likely by 4 metres to Ella's Little Deed. Cano Joe may have run third, a nose to Lady Hillary. Then well presented, followed by Special Dundas, knocking up Dancing Plate from North Sea Rover, Game Bimini, Vivanova, second last Dancing Rock, and still to come Trunky Doc.
Highly Likely 5s, Ella's Little Deed 8s. Cano Joe was the 2-to-1 favourite in the race. We go to race 7 and Dallas supporters made J.R. Ewing a hot favourite.
At the 400 though, our Southern Boy still 2 metres in front of Arvas on the outside. J.R. Ewing still pocketed, followed by Spider George. Back in behind them came Avant-Garde from Sporting Justice, Narrow Light and Diamond Dollar. Spider George goes to the outside, 3 wide around the turn. Our Southern Boy, he's under pressure. He's a metre in front of Arvas on the outside. J.R. Ewing can't get a run from Spider George. Now J.R. Ewing's getting a run. He's starting to fly on the inside. Arvason took the lead from Spider George. J.R. Ewing flying on the inside. He's grabbing the lead in the shadows of the post, and J.R. Ewing, he's got up and won right on the line from Spider George. Third placing tight. Avant-Garde out wide, maybe from Arvason and also our Southern Boy.
J.R. Ewing getting a needle-eye split along the inside. A very daring drive by Don Dove. 11-to-8 on favourite. Spider George second at 8's. Avant-Garde third, 13-2. Low Man practically unbackable in the next.
It's still Low Man, over 3 metres in front. Rufus Youngblood the outside under pressure being tapped up. Puinui Jim back on the fence. Spare Child goes to the outside 3 wide. Serrano is 4 wide on the turn. Then Paperman from Hillary Star and Ambidextrous. Low Man going half pace on the turn though. He straightens up 4 metres in front. Rufus Youngblood can't pick him up. Puinui Jim gets to second. Spare Child and Idamac are running home well down the outside. But Low Man scooted away with 80 metres to go, and another easy win coming up for this very classy 3-year-old. Low Man bolts in, scores by 12 metres to Puinui Jim. Maybe Spare Child third.
The winner, Low Man 9's on. Puinui Jim 16, Spare Child 15-1. Last race in the program, and the favourite was Natural Black.
By 2 metres to Natural Black on the outside. Third placing Manwara Starlight. Mighty Avengers had a handy run, followed by Fire Up. In behind them, Change Command from Fraser's Luck and Dexter Yankee. 250 out on the turn. Lasting Impression a metre in front. Natural Black on the outside, trying hard. Mighty Avenger now peels to the outside from Manwara Starlight. At the 150, Natural Black now draws to Lasting Impression. Then Manwara Starlight from Mighty Avenger. Natural Black, he's laying in. He took the lead from Lasting Impression. Manwara Starlight flashing home, making ground, but Natural Black has got home by a metre. 2 men were a Starlight who flew home on the outside. Lasting Impression has run third.
The winner, Natural Black, 5-4 on favourite. Manwara Starlight at 20s, and third, Lasting Impression at 7-2. Now, last night at Moonee Valley, we had a very big quadrella, but first we'll look at the daily double. 7 and 1, it paid $92.95. The extra double 1 and 4 paid $160.65. And the quadrella, how about that? 1, 7, 4 and 1, $9,948.40. It was a big one indeed. And that was harness racing at Moonee Valley last night. Very good crowd and very good racing in attendance. Well, in World of Sport today, one of the special guests is going to be Michael Clark. What a carnival he's had. Michael has ridden 7 winners over the VRC Carnival. His riding performances have been outstanding, even on the horses that have been beaten. He's given them every chance, and he's going to be a special guest in World of Sport, and I'm sure that's something that you're going to enjoy watching and hearing what Michael has to say. That's all in World of Sport replay. Stand by now for World of Sport.
Today from Warrnambool.